Hello hoppers, it's Thursday again. I was thinking about what picture to show today, and you guys have been asking a lot about connecting flights and layovers, which is the same thing, and you guys are worried about it. And I don't blame you, because there are a lot of factors to take into consideration, and you guys are afraid that you might miss your flight. And yeah, so today's Throwback Thursday pictures are going to be about layovers. So the key thing is to give yourself plenty of time, 1 or 2 hours minimum, okay, to go from one plane to another. Now, if it's a really big airport, or if you have to change terminals, or if you have to pick up bags or go through security again, give yourself 3 or 4 hours. I'm not kidding, it's a lot of time, but it's much better to be waiting around than to miss your flight. When possible, I like to take non-stop flights because you just avoid a lot of problems, and of course missing your connecting flight. Many times non-stop flights are not possible, so you have to stop at another airport and then take a connecting flight to your destination. So I've chosen a picture of Barajas Airport, which is the international airport of Madrid. I think nowadays it's called Adolfo Suarez Airport. And this is, I think, Terminal 1. I had arrived here on a flight from New York, and I was waiting for my next flight to La Coruña, most likely. And actually, I think this picture is sort of funny because I'm dressed in a way that I would never dress nowadays, because I'm always cold on planes, so I would never wear short sleeves and I would never wear open toe shoes, okay? Because I'm usually I'm always cold on planes, so I would most likely wear a closed shoe. And definitely not heels. Oh my goodness, definitely not heels. It's like very uncomfortable, especially if you have to run. If you have to run from one terminal to another, it's not practical. Yeah, it's funny, I'm posing next to a piece of art, which I thought was just a funny picture. I like the outfit. And I imagine from this next picture that we had big time jet lag, because when you come from New York to, on a flight to Madrid, you usually arrive at about 7 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning early. So if you haven't slept all night, like some of us are not able to sleep on planes, haven't slept all night, you arrive super early, and then you have to wait like 4 or 5 hours for your next flight, which is what was going on here in this picture. My poor mom, you can tell she has jet lag. She's really tired. She's sitting on this very comfortable sofa that they don't have nowadays, because now they're just hard seats, so nobody can fall asleep or lie down on them. And notice on the table they actually have an ashtray, which you would never see nowadays either, because smoking is not allowed unless you smoke in a designated area. And if you have jet lag, it's really difficult to stay awake, so the best thing is just to walk around. I usually do that. I walk around, I explore everything, I look at all the stores and, you know, ask questions and just look around and just walk. You know, walk so I don't fall asleep. Because if I sit in a comfortable seat or a comfortable sofa like this one, I would just doze off and then miss my flight, even though I had plenty of time. Another thing that you could see from this picture is that we have some handbags. Our suitcases were checked in. I'm sure there were 2 big heavy suitcases with no wheels, because back then they didn't have any wheels on suitcases. So that means that our bags were checked directly to our final destination. That's why we don't have any suitcases with us. Most likely both flights were with Iberia. So we went New York, Madrid on Iberia, and then Madrid, La Coruña on Iberia also. If you are flying with the same airline, your bags usually go straight through to your final destination, or if you're flying with 2 airlines that are like partners, that belong to the same alliance. You could have One World Alliance, like for example Iberia and American Airlines and British Airways. They all form part of this group called One World Alliance, One World, and they collaborate with each other. Now, if you're flying with 2 different airlines and they're not part of the same group, or it's not the same airline, then you would have to probably pick up your suitcases at baggage claim, and then have to maybe either check it in again. It all depends. It depends, because sometimes you could do like on the spot. You just like get it and then you can put it back in. It all depends. It depends on the airport, it depends on several factors. Once you leave your suitcase, then you can go look for your next gate for your next flight. So in my videos, I've already shown you different flight situations. I've shown you, for example, when you didn't have to change terminals. I've also shown you when you did have to change terminals, or when there was a delay, or when there was a gate change. I showed you all that, and I will continue to show you different situations so that you guys can feel more comfortable when you have a connecting flight, when you have a layover. Well, I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you guys real soon in my next one. Bye!